Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So basically I'm just going to go straight into the video. So what I'm doing is I'm brushing my friend's hair out, and I'm just going to make sure I brush all of it, and I'm going to use a blow dryer to make sure that I get all the knots out properly. Okay, so now I'm going to use a small metal comb to part her hair, then clip one side away from her face. Then going in with my olive oil heat protection spray, I'm just going to use that all over her hair to add some shine to it. Then I'm just going to brush it all out. Okay, now I'm going to put her hair up into sections so that I can just straighten her hair just a little bit.
Here we go.
So after straightening her hair, I'm going to pack everything up away from her face, and then I'm going to go in with a face moisturizer and put that all over her face. Because my friend has really oily skin, I'm going to go in with my makeover magnesia to just like prime her face so that like she doesn't really get too oily. Going in with my Becca Ever Matte Primer, I'm just going to slick her eyebrows down so they can stay in place, and so it's easier for me to just, draw her eyebrows on. Now going in with my MUA Makeup Academy eyebrow pencil in the color brunette just to draw her eyebrows on. Using any eyebrow brush, I'm just going to brush her eyebrows up so it's more blended and less harsh. Then I'm going to use my Morphe M176 brush to just carve out her eyebrows using the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor number 2. Using that same P. Louise base, I'm going to pack everything on her eyelids, then blend everything out using my Real Techniques purple tiny sponge. And then I'm going to use a tape to just make sure the eyeshadow is like neat. After making sure there are no creases on her eyelids, I'm going to go in with my Morphe X Gems Charles palette in the shade 10% off. Now I'm just going to use that to mark out where I want the darker shadows to be. Now I'm going to go into my Be Perfect Cosmetics Stacey Marie palette in the shade Rowdy, just to add more shadow and more like definition to the eyes, just to make things more darker and more smoky, just a little bit. Going back to my James Charles palette, I'm going to go in with Cold James using my Morphe M200 brush, just to make sure that I blend everything out. Just really making sure that I smoke everything out properly, so everything is nicely blended. So I get that like smoky effects type of thing, like that, you know, that, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just just making sure that everything is just like really blended and smoked out, so everything just looks really nice, really. I'm gonna go back to my Stacey Marie palette using the shade Rowdy again, just to add a bit more shadow, because like as you can see, everything's a bit too blended. I'm just making sure that both eyes are like even with each other, so it doesn't look a bit like wonky and stuff, you get me? After, I'm just gonna go back in again with my Morphe M200 brush to really blend everything out. And I'm not gonna go back into my James Charles palette because I don't want to make anything like too harsh. I'm just really trying to like soften everything. But then after that, I'm gonna like go in with my P. Louise base in the shade 0 to carve out my friend's eyebrows. But because Korean people have like really tiny eyes, so I would make her open her eyes and just carve it out from there, make her close it, so that I made sure like the shape and everything is just like perfect-ish. By the way, I'm really just like patting it on, so like everything is not like kind of messy, like because it's a white base. I'm not really trying to make it like brown or anything, so just make sure you pat, and then it'll just pat dry, so you don't need to set it, because PW's base, I mean, come on, hello. Okay, so after that, I'm going into my Stacey Marie palette using the Shadow Queenie, just to really pat everything onto her eyelids. And I'm just like literally patting again, so like the shadow just stands out even more. But then after that, I'm gonna go in with my James Charles palette, but in the shade No Beans, just to really darken the edges a bit more, like because it's like more darker. So I'm just gonna try to make a more darker shadow again. Now I'm really gonna make sure that I really blend out that No Beans shade on her eyelids, so everything looks less harsh, and make sure that everything is blended. And I'm really trying to also like make sure everything is blended with the colors that were on the crease as well. Then after that, I'm gonna take off the eye tapes that I used, and then I'm gonna start carving out the top of her eyebrows using my LA Girl concealer, and I think it's in the shade Procreate. Pro, yeah, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, that shade basically. And once I carve everything out, I'm really just like making sure I blend everything out. I'm pushing the concealer up from her eyebrows so that I blend everything onto like nearly halfway through her forehead really. After that, I'm just going to use a clean, damp, Real Techniques tiny purple sponge just to really blend out the concealer. And I'm going to make sure that everything is really blended for like when I put the foundation on. So after I do that, I'm just going to go in with a fluffy blush, a fluffy brush just to get rid of any shadow that might have fell onto her face. Then also after I'm going to go in with a wet wipe and just really try to clean like everything up properly. So now that the face is clean, I'm just going to like go with the NYX Can't Stop foundation. I'm not sure what shade she's in, but yeah, sorry. But I know it looks like it's a lot, but her face was really flaking on me, so I had to like put a lot. But trust me, it will look nice in the end. But I'm just gonna really dab and really like blend everything, and I'm using a damp beauty sponge. And then after I'm gonna use my Mario Badescu. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna use the Mario spray, and I'm just gonna put it all over her face. Okay, so after blending out the foundation, I'm gonna use the Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C12.5 to contour her cheekbones, her nose, her forehead as well, the bridge over her nose, and the bottom of the tip of her nose, if that's what it's called. Yeah, I'm just gonna use that to contour like her face, and then I'm gonna use a damp beauty blender to blend all that out as well. So after blending out that contour, I'm just going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Pro Cane again, and I'm going to put that on the bridge of her nose, on her forehead, then under her eyes, on her chin, around her mouth, and just above her lip where the cupid's bow is. Now I'm just really gonna like just blend out the concealer on her face, and I'm gonna make sure to just really blend everything out properly. Okay, so like after blending out the concealer, I used the Laura Mercier translucent powder to like bake her face with, but I clocked that my camera turned off just when I did that, and I missed the part where I used 10% off like just on her lower lash line, and then I use Cold James to blend everything out, and that's what I'm literally doing now. So yeah. After using the Morphe M431, I'm going to go into my Stacey Marie palette in the shade Saint to really put that into her tear dots. And I really wanted it to be really shiny, so you kind of like really pat. Then I'm going to use my Technique eyebrow gel, and it's tinted brown, like dark brown. So I just really use that on her eyebrows after. Okay, going back into my Stacey Marie palette, going in with Saint using the M43 brush, I'm really just gonna like put it on her brow bone just to, give that, good, cute little. Ooh. So, yet again, my camera cut off, but right now, what I'm doing, I was using her powder, like she uses a loose powder, and it's a Korean brand, and like I was just using that to really like dust everything off properly. So before highlighting, I'm gonna use my Mario Badescu spray again. Then I'm gonna use my Morphe X Bretman Rock Babe in Paradise in Vacation to really highlight her cheekbones, and then highlight her forehead, the tip of her nose, the bridge of her nose, her chin, and her cupid's bow. And also I'm gonna highlight where the arch of your eyebrow is like upwards, just to really give that, cute glow. Again, going into my highlighter palette, I'm just gonna use a small brush to really define the highlight on the tip of her nose, the bridge of her nose, and also her brow bone as well. Yo, I really worked hard to edit this because I was messing about so much that she was literally laughing a lot. Okay, well, I'm using blush from my blush, I think it's blush number 2 palette from my GVS Place palette, I think. But yeah, because like it was too harsh, I literally used the wrong shade and the wrong palette. But I used her powder again to really try to make everything less harsh because it was a bit too much for me. Okay, so after really going in with the powder again all over her face, it's really making everything, work out. I'm going in with my NYX mascara, just really going in on her lashes, on the top and the bottom. I don't know exactly what mascara it is, but like it was free, so it's like the only mascara I use. Okay, so it's time for lashes. I'm putting eyelash glue on, like, just really, really close to her lash line. I know it looks like I'm putting a lot, but trust me, it's really not. And it dries clear, so it's cool, it's calm. Ha! Okay, so I have no idea what lashes these are, but I got them, I think, from eBay. And so now I'm just really sticking on her lashes, really making sure that it's like really close to her lash line. And I'm gonna use mascara to blend everything together as well. Okay, now I'm just gonna use my matte fix plus in gold light, and I'm just gonna use that to spray her face to make her face look more like glowy and like, you know, pretty. But yeah, anyway, after I'm gonna use my NYX lip pencil in Urban Cafe just to line her lips. I really feel like I should have used like a lighter brown shade, but yeah, it's whatever. We ended up changing the lip color like at the very end. I might like slide a picture in, but or two, I don't know. Yeah. Now going in with the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in Lace Detail, I'm just gonna put that all over her lips. So yet again, I'm gonna use my Mario Badescu spray to spray her face. Then I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty lip gloss in Fussy, and I'm just gonna put that all over her lips. So I know I'm using a lot of spray, but lastly, going in with my Morphe setting spray, I'm going to spray it all over her face. Then after, I'm going to use a wet wipe so like I can get all like the makeup like off her hair. Then after, I'm going to use my olive oil foam to just really get her hair to just like kind of stay down. So I'm just going to put that throughout like just the front of her, but not like everywhere, you get me? After, I'm just gonna like use a brush to really brush out her hair, because you never know, it might just get knotty. But anyway, after that, I'm just gonna use my straighteners and just really style her hair. Then I'm just gonna brush out her hair again to just give it more volume. Okay, so this is the finished look. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks for staying tuned. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're obviously new to my channel, please subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And obviously, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.